Oh, oh Lord. But I remember, don't worry. Zooming in here, so I'm going to get us started because you got to respect the people that show up on time. All right. Let's do this, my friends. Let's get ourselves going on a Friday with the sunshine zooming in here. So let's begin with the legs bring kind of wide. Let's bring the arms kind of wide. Take a breath, spread the arms back. Go ahead and flex the wrists back as well, and the fingertips back. Just breathe into that chest and give me a little bit of up, like a Y shape with your arms, and then kind of down to the T shape and up to the Y shape. And just feel that thorax, that rib cage, getting a little size in the front, a little expansion, and let those shoulder blades kind of pull back together. That should feel really nice to open up and create some space there into the diaphragm. Breathe deeply. Feel that whole torso area. Bringing those arms out, pulling those shoulder blades back. Just feel, oh, actually, you got more room there, right? You can open up even more than you thought you could. Nice. Good. Let's go ahead and rotate that hip and swing that arm up top. Take your time with it. Just feel that nice opening through that whole anterior line. Take it down. Swing it down. Push that heel back into the ground. This arm overhead. Create some nice space there. That's good. Let's go the other way. Create some space. Yeah, just enjoy. Okay, we're just waking up. On the West Coast anyway. I know you guys in the East have been open up for a while. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Other way. Well, we got a couple other sleepy heads joining here. That's nice. Other way. Other way. Okay, that's good. Other way. Oh, I got some good ones for you today, guys. You joined on a good day. It's gonna be a good one. That's nice. All right, good. Let's go into the hips. Let's keep the feet kind of wide. Take the hips in a slow circle as the hips come forward. You know to squeeze the glutes. Right? Oh yeah. Nice. Let that breath come in and out in coordination with the movement. So you might breathe in as you come forward, breathe out as you go back, breathe in as you come forward, breathe out as you go back. Let's go the other way, circle the other way. Keep that breath going nice and smooth. Squeeze the glutes as you come forward. Squeeze them just like that. Squeeze them just like that. Squeeze them just like that. Say hello to the old pelvis, this nice chunky piece of bone here, biggest bone in your body. Okay, let's take the pinky sides of the feet, lift them up. Okay, pinky toe sides of the feet, lift them up. I'm realizing in this one, so I've emphasized this one for a while, this idea of rolling the feet to the outside. That's good, but the main one to really work on here is eversion, lifting the outsides of the feet. So one thing you could do if you're having trouble with that, actually use your hands. Use your hands to find that same movement, and the feet will kind of understand. The body likes to work globally. So it's like if you don't understand how to just do it with your feet, do with your hand, your feet will go, okay, we got it now. It's a funny fact of the way the body works. All right, good. Let's go ahead and balance on one foot. Draw one knee up. Circle that foot. Nice large circles. My ankles love to crack. They just always crack. Let's go the other way. Feels good to get that going. Bring some life into all those bones and muscles in the foot. Let's balance on the other foot. Circle to the outside. Enjoy that. Let's go the other way. Yeah, bring those feet and those toes to life. Much as possible in your life. I know it's cold, very cold on the East Coast right now. So it's possible if you can go around barefoot a little bit to give your toes a chance to articulate. Man, that's a big help in life. Let's go ahead and circle the shoulders going back. Kind of all over the place today in terms of what we're working moment to moment, but you know what? Sometimes that's good. Shake things up. Let's go the other direction. The shoulders. Work that rib cage action we did the other day. I think that's an important one. So bring that chest forward, right? Exaggerated superhero kind of action, and then bring the back. Chest forward, back. chest forward, back. Keep the head kind of neutral, so don't bring the head forward or back based on what the chest is doing. Chest forward, chest back, round. It's almost like a standing cat-cow we got there. Good, now let's do the slightly more groovy one. Extend the arms out to the side. Pretend someone's pulling that arm, and now we have the rib cage shifting to that side. And then other way like that, other way like that. Keep the shoulders even, right? If you're having a hard time doing this, work with a smaller range of motion, right? You don't have to go, because we don't want to be tilting. We want to be, what's the word? It's called translation, translating. Yep, and if you want to add the arms, rotating, that's actually helpful. Rotate, rotate. Okay, nice job. That's one to work on. You didn't get that. Let's go out wide to the side with the elbows. Draw them together, draw them apart. I'm going to say hello to who's here, who just jumped in. John Short just jumped in. And Elizabeth Rayner just jumped in a while ago. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, John. You are welcome. Heather, I saw Kellen yesterday. She dropped by the house for a socially distanced visit. She was like, you don't know how close I am to joining. And so I sent out a thing this morning, hoping she might jump in. Do not see her. All right, nice job. Let's take the arms in circles, going back, one side and then the other. Yeah. Joints are important. Muscles, tendons. Yeah. I told Kellen, you know, do 10 minutes. Do 10 minutes. Well, someone just jumped in. Let's go the other direction. Going forward. Going forward. Going forward with those arms. Big circles. Big circles. Big circles. There we go. Last one. Big circles. All right. Nice work. We're getting nice and loose through the head. Let's go ahead and go through the upper body and shoulders. Tilt the head left and right. 7 minutes in. We're doing just fine. Yes. And you probably notice that when you articulate the rib cage before you articulate this left-right neck business, probably the neck feels better, right? It does for me. So it must for everyone else. My experience must be universal. All right, let's go ahead and circle the head. Shoulders relaxed. Oh yeah, that feels fantastic today. I don't know why. Some days your body just really needs a particular stretch. It's just feeling kind of smooth. That's good. So check it on this one. I've said this before, but check this. When you're doing the full circle, is there a point where you're resisting, where you're not yielding to the stretch, you know? And it's not bad if there is, but just acknowledge it and notice where it is. You know, you got this full circle, a lot of muscles, a lot of connective tissue getting stretched here. So you may be, you know, we tend to be pretty skittish when we stretch the neck and head. It's like the head is a little bit like worried that it's going to get hurt. Understandably, it's a pretty vulnerable part of us. So if it's possible, we can get the head to just fully relax all the way around, then that is, you know, is something to strive for. Let's just say that. So go ahead and support the outside. Whoa, don't stop, fall over. Outside of the knee and stretch externally rotation. Externally rotation. External rotation through the hip. Good. You took a pretty long run yesterday. I'm not feeling it today. Body's like, yeah, we're a little tight, but it's good. Yesterday, I watched a documentary about these people that do ultra marathons across deserts. There's 4 of them. One across the Sahara, one across Gobi Desert, one more, and then one in Antarctica. They do them all 4. They take about 5 or 6 days each. They do them all 4 in 1 year. Very tough. Okay, so we can get through 40 minutes, right, guys? Interlace the hands, slight bend in the legs, fold it. And then come up. Keep it wide, fold it. Good. Good. Come up. Keep it wide. Fold it. And come up. A couple more. Keep it wide. Fold it. Hamstrings. So good. One more. Get her going. Ah, yes. Great. Good. Leave it alone. That's good. 10 minutes exactly. Good job. Patricia's here. Hi, Patricia. Have a drink of water, everybody. And we'll get to our fun stuff here. So here's what we need for the first move. We've been doing, we're starting with some plie on some core. We're going to shake things up a little bit because I want to introduce a new awesome move. Now, this is kind of advanced, okay? If you're still feeling like you're kind of creaking into things, you might, I'll give you an easier version. But all we need for this is a little box. You can use a chair. A chair might be a little high, but you know, you can give it a try if that's all you have. A stair, something maybe 8 to 12 inches tall is good. I think this is 6 inches. You can pile up a couple of thick books, right? You get the Oxford English Dictionary out here and just put those together and you'd be fine, okay? So here it is. It's called a rear foot elevated split squat, okay? So it sounds simple. All you do is you take your back foot onto this back thing here. You're on the ball of that foot, okay? So from there, we're just gonna do a static lunge like we've done a million times. We're gonna come down, we're gonna get that back knee close to or even touching the ground, and you're gonna come back up, okay? You will find that these extra 6 inches or so make a big difference in how difficult this move is. Take it down and come up, okay? So I'm gonna give you about 38 seconds to figure out this side. Take your time. If it's really hard, if you're like, this doesn't work for me today, just do a regular static lunge. So that means both feet on the ground, right? Back foot on the ball of the foot, come down, back knee close to the ground, okay? So you make the call, whatever you can endure and handle today. Rear foot elevated split squat is a bit of a game changer, okay? You can use weights when you do this. If you're like, oh, this is no problem, grab some weights, okay? This is tough because the range of motion on that front leg is a lot more. Good. Let's stop right there on that side. Now we switch to the other leg. So the opposite foot goes onto your stair or your whatever you have back there, right? On the ball of that foot, let's take it down and come up. Now, continue. Let's say all you have is a really high thing, like a stair, okay? Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the top of my back foot, like this onto that object instead of the ball of the foot, okay? So if your thing is really tall, extend your foot like this. If your thing is shorter, go onto the ball of the foot, okay? Little tip there. So yes, take your time coming down. If your knees are hurting, here's a little tip that I discovered recently. Draw your feet isometrically toward one another. Like I'm pulling my feet this way toward one another. I'm gonna keep that going as I come down slow and then I come up. That's gonna fire up our extensors and take the pressure off the knee. Good, let's stop on that side. Well done, good. We will come back to that. Don't worry, we got more sets on, okay? So let's come down into a plank, okay? Onto the elbows. So speaking of isometric tensions, come onto the elbows. Now, if you're good, if you can handle it, you feel strong, walk those feet back so that the elbows are in front of the shoulders. We talked about this the other day. Draw the head back, push the mid back toward the sky, draw those elbows toward those feet and fire it up. Nice, strong, hard style isometric plank. And let's hold this for 30 seconds, okay? Obviously, if it gets really hard and you're like, I can't do this, come forward so that the upper arms are vertical. That's thing number one. Thing number two, just take away a little of that isometric squeeze, okay? We're gonna go for a total of 30 seconds, which is about 12 more seconds, okay? Let's keep cranking. And then we'll do maybe one little upper body move, just kind of toss it in here, and then we'll get back to our rear foot elevated split squat. I can't say that, split squat. Come on up to standing. All right, good, let's grab dumbbells. Let's grab the old dumbbells here. And let's give ourselves a rotational curl here, rotational curl. So feet are gonna be slightly wider than shoulder. You guys remember how to do this one. And it's like you've got the Dracula cape and you're gonna pull it across, Dracula cape, okay? Then you can come back here, Dracula cape. At the top of the movement, I want you to squeeze that old biceps for everything it's worth. Squeeze that guy, make it work. Squeeze that guy, make it work, okay? Squeeze it, right? So we got a little rotational plane here. We've got a little biceps here. And we got this just kind of coordination, feeling that connection with the floor. And that's taking us into this nice rotational movement here. Did someone just jump on? Someone just jump on late? No, it's the same old people. They just shifted around. All right, good. Let's keep going. And then we will we'll get back to our lovely rear foot elevated split squat. Rafes, also known as the Bulgarian split squat. So if you guys know any Bulgarians, you have them to thank for this movement. Great. 5 more seconds to go on this. Now, stop. If you feel like you can handle it, you really want to challenge in your lower body, hold on to your weights and do this rear foot elevated split squat. So start with the foot you finished with last time, right? So the back foot goes on the box. If you're having a little knee issue, if the knees don't like this, pull those knees, those feet together. Just drag them isometrically toward one another and come down slow. Drop that knee to the ground and come up, okay? Come down slow, knee to the ground, and come up, all right? Again, if this is too much or you don't have the right equipment right now, just do a regular rear, static lunge, feet just on the ground, okay? Let's keep going. We'll do a total of 40 seconds, so that's about another 20, okay? Take it down, take your time, try to get that knee very close to the ground. And yes, you will get a deep stretch in the hip flexor of the leg that is in the back, okay? This is one of the toughest lower body moves you can do. I do this one all the time and I curse it, okay? So if you're having trouble, if you're like, this is really hard, that's okay, because it is really hard, okay? 5 more seconds to go and stop right there, good. Let's switch the feet up, other one, okay? Again, hold on to your weights if you want them. Back, now if the other foot is in back, squeeze those legs toward one another if you need to support those knees a little bit and draw it down. Get that knee close to the ground and come up. Pushing through, think the heel of the front foot. The other thing that people do, that people do wrong, I'm just gonna say wrong when they do this move, is they bring their feet too close together, right? This foot isn't far enough forward. They're trying to do a lunge like this, and it just is a mess. Give yourself room. Hop that front foot forward so you're in that deep lunge right from the beginning, and then take it down. You will feel a lot better, okay? So let's keep going about 15 seconds, okay? Take it down, make it work. Yes, if you're feeling this in the legs, that's normal, okay? You are a completely normal human being if you're feeling this working your legs. Could be the quad in your front leg, could be the glute in the front leg. You will also feel, again, hip flexor or back leg. Good, let's stop right there. Nice job, okay. Going to a little abs here, okay? This time, let's come onto the back. We fired things up pretty well isometrically. Let's come onto the back, okay? So we're gonna go single leg, double leg, okay? So that looks like this. We're here, we're extended up. We're gonna go single leg, we're gonna go single leg, then we're gonna go double leg. Now, let's say again, that's too hard. We can bend the legs. Single leg, double leg. Or we can just go single leg, right? Or we can go single leg with the legs straight, okay? So lots of options. You do the one that works well for you, that's on your edge, right? So always choose the version that you can do with exquisite form, the hardest version you can do with exquisite form. If your form ain't no exquisite, you want to do an earlier version, an easier version, okay? And to make it harder, if you're like in between, like if one version seems a little too easy and the next version seems a little too hard, just take your time and squeeze the muscles even harder when you're doing the easier version. So do a more intense version of the easier version, and you will very easily be able to make that jump to the harder version next time you do this exercise, okay? Let's keep going, 10 seconds. We're doing great. We got our rotational curls in here. We got our rear foot elevated split squat. Oh, it's gonna be good. Great, let's leave it alone, okay? Dumbbells, friends. Rotational curls, let's go for it. So slightly wider than shoulder. Draw that cape across the body, squeeze the biceps. Here we go, other side, squeeze it, and squeeze it, and squeeze it, and squeeze it. So in this one, we're really supinating that wrist as hard as we can. In other words, we're turning it this way, rotating that hand on its back. And really, you'll find when you supinate, you will get an even better contraction through the biceps, all right? So let's keep going for 15 more seconds on this. It's 7:50. We're halfway through the festivities here. Can you believe it? Now this round, because we're working single leg, it's going to take a little longer. It's basically 4 exercises back to back. So you know, it's taking a little longer. Great. Good. Good job on that. Hold on to your weights if you want to, if you really want to challenge on our rear foot elevated split squats, okay? And dealer's choice, this is your third round, so either leg that you want to start with is fine, okay? I'm going to start with my right leg, all right? I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to bring that chest up, feel nice and filled with air, nice and aligned. Drop that back knee to the ground, feel it. Back knee close to the ground, feel it. Come on up. Close to the ground, touch it, and up. Keep going through there, friends. This is a tough, tough move, and set number 3 is going to be very hard because we got some fatigue going in those legs already. But you guys can do it, I know, because, you know, you are who you are, okay? Again, you got pain in the knees, all those feet together, take your time on that low position, and do not bounce out of the low position. Take your time, hang out there, and then come up. And we'll be in muscles, not joints. Good job. Let's go 10 seconds. Heidi Rose Robbins taking a walk this morning. Hello? Okay. Gotta wake my daughter up. The domestic stuff here. Good. Nice job. Let's switch to the other leg. Same thing. Last one, you guys. Last one on this. Rear foots are very tough. This is, again, about the toughest leg exercise we can do. So if you're having a hard time, don't worry. We're all suffering together on this. Okay, so now get the other leg forward. Let's get into it. 40 seconds. Take it down. Make it work. Bring it up. Take it down. Heel that front foot. Make it work. Draw those legs together. Bring it up. Come on now. Bring it down. Fire in those legs. Bring it up. Yeah, we're really getting there. Yeah, these legs, I'm telling you, this is legs of steel. This one will really bring things out. Everything else is bush league compared to this. All right. So again, if it's tough, you're right. And if it's not tough, you're not doing it right. Okay. If it's not tough, you need to add weights. You need to go slower. You need to hold that low position. You need to push the weight on the heel of that front foot and drive it up. All right. Good. That's it. That's 40 seconds. Good job. Good. Nice job on that. Guess what? We're done. You can put that one to rest. At least until, I don't know, Monday. All right. So let's come on to the back. And let's get a double trouble ab here. Handle. Let's erase that difficulty of those rear foot elevated split squats here, okay? So here we go. Let's go triple movement here. Support the head with the hands. So we're nice and relaxed with the head, but that lower back is really close to the ground. Extend that leg. Give me 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. And then 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. And again, 1, 2, 3. Hold. And repeat. Let's get 30 more seconds on that. So the movement is fast, and then you're holding, right? Static each time, right? And you'll find because you're doing 3, an odd number, guess what? It's a different leg that's extended each time, okay? So you're holding in a different position. Now, I don't want any movement with the head. I don't want you to crank the head. I want you to just support the head gently in the hands, move the legs fast, 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 okay? We're getting there. Give me about 5 more seconds to go, and then we will go into another ab. 58:59 stop. Good job. Okay, another ab. Here we go. Let's get our star ab extension here, okay? So draw it in and then extend. Draw it in and extend. Keep that lower back on the ground. Make it work. Draw it in, extend. Draw it in, extend. Now, even when you extend, don't let those ribs flare and flange out. That's connected to the lower back pulling off the ground. In this one, we definitely want lower back on the ground solidly. Let's keep going. 15 seconds on this move. Keep it going. Make those abs do their job. Come on now. Keep it strong. Stay focused. Stay powerful. This is the hardest physical thing you'll do all day, right? I almost guarantee you, unless someone is taking up furniture moving, this is the hardest thing you'll do all day. Stop right there. Okay. 30-second hollow hold. Who's still got it in them? Let's go into that position. Find the position. That's your threshold. 30 seconds. Here we go. Breathe. That's going to help you keep that lower back down. That's going to help you keep that lower back on the ground. Extend out. Feel that chi energy extending like a bowl from your hands, down the arms, through the chest. Keep the chest ribs locked together, lower back on the ground, through the pelvis, up through the quads, out through the heels. Nice and strong. Keep going. We got 10 seconds to go. Keep that power extending out. Insist that that lower back stay on the ground. Keep it strong. Keep it strong. Can we lower the legs at all? the lower back on the ground. Let's try. Let's add 5 seconds to this, the pot. And keep going. 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Good job, folks. That's a good ab blast there. All right. You've definitely earned a drink of water. That was a long, long set. We got only 15 minutes left in the workout. So take a pause. Really nice work there. We'll get into some more stuff after a moment here. I'm going to give you a legit 30 to 45 seconds here just to catch your breath, because that is tough, what we just did. All that leg work, really hard. Bicep work, not so bad. You know what? We got one more bicep, but that's okay. I'll give you a second to get a drink of water before we do our final rotational curl here. All right. You thought I forgot. Must have had to have John Short come and yell at me. Okay, bring the feet to slightly wider than shoulder. Let's get our last rotational curl here. This one's fun. This one's a nice vanity move. But we also got a little rotation here. We're also kind of working that nice, almost Tai Chi-ish quality, right? Bring the breath into it, right? Enjoy that breath. The magical transverse plane. Magical transverse plane, this rotational plane, source of much of our power, right? Transverse plane, this rotation. Every joint rotates, every single one, right? We're in many ways born to rotate. It's kind of the whole schmear. This is where all our power comes from, is turning, right? Great, let's keep going. 10 more seconds, and then we'll get into something even more delightful, if you can imagine. All right, let's stop it right there. Good job. Okay, we're gonna work now with the lateral raise, okay? Now, let's say your dumbbell's a little too heavy for a lateral raise. Lateral raise is an isolation move, right? We're coming out here like this. Now, for some people, they go, gosh, that's really too hard because I have 10 pounders and I'm not really strong enough to do that yet. If that's the case for you, I want you guys to work on overhead presses, okay? But I want you to work on overhead presses with a slow lowering and a fast raising, okay? Everyone else can do a lateral raise like this, down slow, right? Up and down slow. Simple, fairly direct movement here. We want to work with that kind of pace where we're taking our time coming down. Yes, taking our time coming down. And keep that working, just like that. Give me about, let's give it about 20 more seconds, okay? So we're taking our time coming down. If you have to take a pause, that's fine. Again, if you're not up for the lateral raise, we're pressing overhead, coming down slow, pressing overhead, coming down slow. So we're getting into the shoulders, which I probably didn't have to tell you, okay? Nice job. All right, let's leave that one alone, okay? So, we're gonna keep it simple for the next one. We're gonna go with a sidestepping, okay? Sidestepping. Now, haven't touched the bands in a while, okay? If you have a band like this, an exercise band, or you can use one that has handles on it, then get that out right now. If you don't, you can do this movement without a band, okay? But I'll show you how to do it with the band, all right? So we can go feet parallel, kind of shoulder width about, and I'm standing on the band. Now, my feet are absolutely parallel, and they got to stay parallel the whole time. Now, if I want to add some tension to this band and make the movement harder, I'm going to twist this, and I'll hold this at my waist level, okay? Now, I'm going to step out with my foot. I'm going to catch up that same amount with my trailing foot. So I'm not going to bring my feet together, because then pretty soon I'm taking little steps like this, and that's no good, okay? So, once again, I step out, I catch up the same amount, I step out, I catch up the same amount, step out, catch up the same amount, and then come back the other way 3 steps, okay? So if you got your band, you can work like that. If you don't have a band, same idea, except you will have to get a little lower. Step, 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 and step, step, step. And move it a little bit faster in order to really feel this, okay? So let's keep going 30 seconds. Stay low, 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 okay? Feet wide, wide, wide. So I know I got a couple tennis players on here. So tennis players, this is all about your lateral movement, okay? Everyone else, also about your lateral movement, but you can also think of this as a glute builder because we're pushing the leg out to the side, okay? Keep going, Let's go 15 more seconds on this. One side, the other side. We got a little shoulders. We got a little glutes. I might throw in a little triceps here. We'll see how we're doing on time. It's 8 o'clock. All right. All right. We probably actually need to do some back is what we need to do. All right. Leave it alone. Good job. Okay, so speaking of back, let's go right into this. So, no more fancy pants stuff. Take the feet to parallel and hip width, fold it over. Nail that hinge position. Give me a row and a lowering. A row and a lowering. Now, some people find all kinds of ways to hinge, to flex forward with their spine, right? So I want you guys to really look and use the camera. Is my spine flat? If it is, great. If it's not, you need to fix that, okay? Draw it up and down. Draw it up, down, draw it up, and down. And keep that going, my friends, for another few seconds. And we're gonna get round 2 on this, lateral raises, side steps, and our row, okay? We get the full upper body doing its job. Keep it going. Squeeze the top, right? Most people are pretty strong on rowing. So probably your dumbbells are not quite heavy enough for you. So what that means is emphasize the top portion of this movement. Squeeze it, and then come down, okay? Come up, squeeze it, come down. So it should feel like, all right, making a big chest when I'm up there. All right, let's leave that alone. Transitioning over to our lateral raise, back to our lateral raise or overhead press. Just depends on what you're up for today. Check your feet, make sure we're organized. We're parallel and shoulder width, kind of soft through the knees. And let's go ahead right into it. 30 seconds. Take it out, take it down slow. Take it out, take it down slow. Take it out. Stay out of the neck, right? You don't want to make it about that. Stay long and tall. With the chest, with the head. Take your time. Yeah. There are those shoulders. They're burning. They're hunks of burning love. Take it up. Yeah. Doesn't take much, right? We're talking about a pretty small muscle group. Let's keep going 5 seconds. Ah! Yes. Good work. Okay. Lateral stepping now. Band or no band? You make the call. No band. We want to get nice and low. Let's go 40 seconds. Take it out. Step. Step, step, take it back, step, step, step. I'm staying low, right? I want to look like a scuttling insect, right? Left to right. So it's not just this, okay? We can do that all day and feel nothing. We need to get low, bend the legs, step it out, step it out. Should feel this kind of on the outside of the glutes. That's your glute med, right? Glute medius. And very important for knee health in general and just general hip health. It's a good thing. 10 seconds to go. Keep it low, right? None of this stuff. Keep it low. Sink low. Get that band if you got it. Great. All right. Leave it alone. Good work. Back to back. My friends, back to back. What are we doing? 8:03. We're fine. We're totally fine. We're going to run out of time. No, we're not. We're fine. Take the feet to parallel and hip width. Look at them. Bend the legs just slightly, unlock the legs. Fold it over, push the butt back. Find that nice hinge position. Draw it up, squeeze the shoulders. Down. Draw it up, squeeze them. And down. Should feel amazing after that shoulder work we just did. Upper body getting pumped up. All right. All right. Keep cranking. Row it, squeeze it, slowly down. Row it, squeeze it, slowly down. All right. 15 seconds. 15 seconds and we get one final round on this. One final round, shoulders, legs, and back. Great, right? We've done so much in the time we have. Good. Stop there. Okay. Back to shoulders. Last one. Last one, guys. Get your weights. Let's get tall. All right. We're going to go 40 seconds on this. It's going to be good. Here we go. Let's take it out. Yeah, take it down. Yep. Take it up. Spend some time at that top portion right there where it's really hard. So you feel that it's hardest when that lever arm is, I think it's actually called the moment arm, if I use my physics, right? The moment arm. So I think that's the distance from the fulcrum point, right? The further away I am from this fulcrum on this vertical axis, the harder the movement is. So I go out here, I get it going, I take it down, right? So down here, no problem, right? Because I'm close to, on this vertical axis, I'm close to that fulcrum point. As I come out here, I'm far away. Then it really hurts, right? Same with like a curl, right? Easy down here, hard down here. My moment arm is long. All right. Little physics lesson for us. Good, we're doing good. Give me about 8 more seconds. Come on, let's get into it. Let's work that top portion just for a moment. Get into it. Good, and time right there. Okay, nice work. Lateral stepping, last round. Okay, we're gonna go 1 minute on this, guys. 1 single minute. So get yourself low. Here we go, let's take our 3 steps. 2, 3, right? When you do this, the feet stay parallel. The feet stay parallel. So you're gonna wanna turn your foot like that. Don't do it. Go to the side, right? So it's like I'm playing tennis. Here's my baseline, right? I know my guy's gonna serve into my backhand court, so I gotta scooch over, right? It's going up for that serve. Left and right, keep going, okay? Lateral stepping though, also very important, not just for athletes and people who do like basketball and stuff like that. Just great because it keeps us 3D, right? Just like this transverse plane idea. We're not just robots that go forward and back. We also turn. We also move to the side, right? We forget about these more complex versions of movement because life just has us walking down 90-degree hallways all the time, yeah? All right, we're almost there. 5 seconds, keep cranking. 3, 2, 1, let's stop right there. Okay, last one on our back. How are we doing on time? That was 7, perfect. Let's go ahead and do back, and then we will conclude with that. How about that? So, feet hip width, parallel. Go ahead and fold it over. This is your last set of the day, folks. So let's do it for real. Bend the legs just slightly, fold it over. Find your beautiful hinge position, and let's pull it up. Let's pull it. Let's work it. Let's go. Let's go. Mid-back, upper shoulders, lats. Yes. Where are those elbows going? Where are those elbows going? We want them high, and we want them pretty close to the body, but not right against the body. That's a different way of working. Here we're working kind of a little bit away from the body, all right? Let's keep cranking on this for 20 more seconds. Last 20 seconds of the day, folks, then we got a nice stretch, some breath. It's all gonna be awesome. All right, keep going. Last little piece here. Junk on me, keep going. 5 seconds to go, and we'll finish with this. 3, 2, 1. Stop there, guys. Okay, park your dumbbells, take a breath, take a drink of water. Good job, you guys. So look, we immobilized all the joints of the body, head to toe. We did a really tough version of a lunge here, the rear foot elevated split squat. I still can't say it, but I know I can do it kind of sometimes. Rotational lunges, some nice core work, right? So that's fired up through there. We got some rowing work. We got some side stepping. We got some shoulder work in here. So we got pressing, we got pulling, we got lower body, we got upper body, we got core. We got mobilizing all the joints. So we fit a lot of stuff in hardly any time, even long enough for me to just jabber about everything we just did. So let's do a real quick cool down here. Breathe in. Thumbs go back. Breathe in. Now fold over. Roll over. Let the back round forward. Now restack the spine, starting at the pelvis. Reach up overhead, same thing. Put yourself with air, fingertips reach up to the sky. Fold over. Nice. Let the back of the neck relax. So you're not holding the head up like that. You gotta relax. Slowly roll up. Reach up. All right, spread the feet apart just a little bit. Let's do some nice, easy rotation. Transverse plane, turn the head to look over the shoulder. Coordinate breath with movement. So we're gonna take 2 or 3 rotations. 1, 2, 3 on the exhale, and then 1, 2, 3, inhale. Now, if your breath is going faster than that, that's okay. It might be just 1 and 1, or 2 and 2, or 2 and 1. Whatever you need to do. I just want you to coordinate the movement with breath. And out. In. And out. Last one. Let the breath, let the arms come to rest by themselves. Let the breath do what it wants to do. Step it in. And look at that, guys. We did it. Good job, everyone. Thanks for being here. Elizabeth, Heather, James, John, Patricia, Martine, maybe. Tamara was here. I didn't get to say hi to Tamara. Tamara, thank you for being here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Monday, fitness test. All right? So put that in your hopper. Know you're ready for that. Make sure we're nice and fired up for that. That's not till Monday, though. Tomorrow, we got a regular workout, okay? Great to see everyone. Thanks for being here. Be careful. Much love. Stay connected. Stay healthy.